is wide open. It is as wide open as anything could possibly be.
This is tight. The Sixers have a good team. Let's be honest.
No, Sixers have this best starting lineup in the East.
They're not going to be. No one's going to be able to guard Joel Embiid. Sorry, Kawhi Leonard.
See, that's if Joel Embiid can even stay healthy and be on the court. That's number one. Let me break it down real quick.
Wait, you have something to say about Kawhi Leonard guarding Ben Simmons?
I do. If you actually look at the numbers, they came out with these stats. Ben Simmons is on lock when Kawhi Leonard guards him.
No,
almost everybody in the league is on lock.
My question is, why doesn't Danny Green guard Ben Simmons and Kawhi Leonard goes on Jimmy Butler? Because Danny Green could just play off Ben Simmons. Like, it makes more sense. To me, it makes more sense if Ben Simmons is being guarded by Danny Green.
I'll tell you why. Because when Ben Simmons goes off, the Sixers win the game. Jimmy Butler can give you 35. That doesn't mean they win.
No, it makes sense because he's a floor facilitator. And if you lock down Ben Simmons, you're not going to get a good offense.
Well, that's the thing. Ben Simmons steamrolls every defender he's ever played against except Kawhi Leonard. So you're going to have some guy who's big and who's strong like Kawhi.
And not only that, Kawhi's not going to be guarding him at the three-point line.
Three-point line's going to be guarding Ben Simmons.
Kawhi could be... Yeah, that is true. Kawhi could be guarding Ben Simmons in the lane while he could be helping with all the guys.
Yeah, you're right.
So that's going to be very effective for Toronto. Kawhi is in a good groove right now. Kyle Lowry hopefully got those playoff jitters out of him. And you got the rest of the team playing well. You know, you have Pascal Siakam, who is looking like
most improved
player. He's looking like he could be an all-star next season.
For sure.
He legitimately, I believe, is the second best player on that team.
No, Siakam is definitely the second best player on that team.
He is
Kyle Lowry
that.
is the third best player. Siakam is
That's
second.
even if he is, you know, I mean, but Pascal Siakam he starts and he's not even a bench guy. He comes in, he dropped 35 points versus Orlando. Everyone always tells me Philly has the best, most talented starting lineup.
It's the depth in Philly. They don't have any scoring off the bench. Their bench is really weak, so Brett Brown's gonna have to do. I don't know what he's gonna have to do to get. There has to be a starter on the floor at all times.
Toronto, they've proven their defense has been stellar.
Toronto's defense can switch. Everybody on that starting lineup can play defense. Literally.
That's what I'm saying.
They can switch everything.
You know what I think Toronto of? I think of them as the Warriors of the East for the simple reason of the fact they're so jumpy. They can just do anything on the floor and it'll still be efficient and they'll come out with a good positive product.
Yep.
They can jump on defense. They can jump on offense. They can do whatever the hell they want and they'll still come out with good plays.
That's why people think the best chance to stop the Warriors in the finals is the Toronto Raptors because they could switch everything.
They could switch 1 through 5.
Exactly. That's what
and
I'm saying.
Siakam, legit, Siakam, obviously Kawhi is the reason for that, but Siakam makes him so versatile on defensive end because he's so long, like, right? You could switch, and at that forwards, but you got two forwards like that, it's hard. It's very hard. I think Toronto is just too versatile offensively and defensively.
Yes.
Philly is so one-dimensional, I believe, in on the offensive end because you look at, you know, obviously, if Ben Simmons gets it going and they let him get to the rim a few times, that opens up three-point shooters and stuff like that. We see that a lot. But in games where, you know, they're giving him so much room, that lane is clogged for J.J. Redick to come down those pin downs. Joel Embiid doesn't have the room in the paint to do his one-on-one post-up game.
You know what the difference between Danny Green and J.J. Redick is? Danny Green can make his own shot.
He can create his own shot. He does put it on the deck, get to the rim. J.J. Redick can't do that.
He's a better
you talked about Sixers being sort of one-dimensional. I'm not going to say one-dimensional because those guys are pretty good ballers, but the Raptors can run a play, just Kawhi. They can just run Kawhi in 4 different spots on the floor.
Yep.
They can run Siakam. They can run a play through Siakam.
Siakam, he's a 1 through 4 now, too.
Exactly.
He brings the ball up, so...
No, I'm not saying position-wise. I'm just saying in different spots on the floor, Kawhi can be run for plays. And then Danny Green creates his own shot, but we all know J.J. Redick flies on defense, so we'll see how he does that. But I don't know. The offense is what's going to determine this because they're both defensive team, not defensive team, but they're both good defensively.
Mm-hmm. And they do both shoot it well though.
Yeah,
that's one thing. So that should be there. But in terms of, I feel like in these playoff series with 2 great teams like this, it comes down to the little things. You know, who at the end of the game are you going to trust? You know what I'm saying? Kawhi Leonard has showed us in these playoffs, and Kawhi Leonard has always been a solid player at the end of the games in terms of, you know, the clutch situations. But Philly, Jimmy Butler's a dog.
Jimmy Butler is going to be Jimmy Buckets versus the
Hopefully
Raptors.
he can really show out.
Hopefully.
Because he's had trouble. I mean, he had one great game in the last, but nothing crazy after that. And, you know, Simmons ain't taking that shot, okay? I'll tell you right now.
Tobias Harris.
Do you agree if I told you Butler has to be their top scorer to win?
Yes, he does. He does. Because we know Embiid's going to drop his buckets. We know that. Raptors are going to throw all different types of bodies at Embiid.
I don't think so. I don't think so because they're going to have to guard Ben Simmons.
Yeah.
And they're going to have to double team Joel Embiid in certain situations, maybe on the block or whatever. But Jimmy Butler is going to have two different guys on him at one point during the game.
So that means Kyle Lowry's going to guard J.J. Redick. You know what that tells me?
What?
J.J. Redick runs around. He doesn't stop moving. That's going to tire out Kyle Lowry.
Yeah,
that's true.
exactly.
That is true.
So,
that is true.
That's true.
But who's going to guard Kyle Lowry when he's trying to distribute the ball?
But that's the thing. Like, is Kyle Lowry going to have energy? Kyle Lowry's not a spot-up shooter. You know what I'm saying? Like,
No, he could be.
He could shoot, but if you're looking at that team, you'll leave him open if you have to. Because
Nah, dog. I don't know. From the wings, he's deadly. From the wings.
From the wings, he is deadly.
No,
Kyle
but
Lowry's a deadly.
his legs just chasing J.J. Redick down the court.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. And him, I ain't hating on Kyle Lowry. He's a good player, but he hasn't showed enough in the playoffs. And we have a good sample size of him in the past years. So, and this is his first run with Kawhi Leonard. So it'll be interesting to see what Toronto can do.
Can Giannis first? Giannis, we know Giannis is going to drop his bucks. His teammates is a question.
I would love for Toronto to face Boston, though. I would love for that to happen.
That'll be so interesting.
Similar teams, not similar styles of play, but similar, like, they have one guy they go to, and then they have the supporting cast that do such a great job at their roles. It'll be fun, interesting. Obviously, Bucks, because it's so different of a system, but
you can't go wrong with any matchup.
You can't go wrong
with
either matchup. Yeah,
honestly, you can't.
But there really is no reason why anyone wouldn't be picking the Bucks.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean,
that's what I'm saying. It's
the
like,
Bucks have everything a great team should have. First of all, every great team, most great teams in NBA history, they have a great wing. Giannis is that guy. Giannis is arguably the greatest player playing the best basketball right now in the NBA.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah, for sure.
I mean, Brook Lopez.
He's turned into
the way he's played this season. I've never seen someone go from he was great in the Brooklyn Nets, right?
Man.
Goes to LA. No one knows who he is. Now he's a legitimately threat.
He can pull that from deep, man.
I mean, they are so deep.
The biggest thing for me is to see how Kyrie leads this team. Because last year they did it without him. They had Terry Rozier playing out of his mind. They had Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown doing their thing. But, like, Kyrie Irving comes back. Gordon Hayward, Brad Stevens' buddy has to get thrown in somehow. If Kyrie Irving wants to prove himself, he needs to lead this team as far as possible.
Now, I want to be clear.
He cannot be like a second reason. He can't be a third reason. He has to be the guy.
Yeah.
Like the Bucks and the Celtics just coming out. I really want to see what Giannis can do. Now you're versing a basketball team.
Now you're versing a well-coached team.
Probably, I believe on a good day he's the second best coach in the league. Brad Stevens. It's been so long, but like this is Kyrie's first series without LeBron James. Let's be real.
Legit. Yep. It is.
It really is. So. What is he going to do against a team like that? And I mean, you look at the depth. Both teams, I believe, they both have good enough depth.
No, they do. Both of them.
Now, obviously, Bucks more, but the Celtics, they got these guys coming off the bench. Now, Marcus Smart's injury is a huge blow.
Oh, he's out for. He's out. Mm-hmm.
Marcus Smart is the heart and soul of the Celtics. Was, shall I say, because he's not there. But you still have Terry Rozier coming off the bench. You still got these guys that Aaron Baines plays a big part when Al Horford comes out. So, I think it's really going to come down to who do you trust more than the game, Giannis or Kyrie Irving?
Right now, obviously, it's Kyrie Irving. Right? Kyrie's arguably the clutchest player in the league right now.
But Giannis, there's no reason why he can't be that guy. He is unguardable going to the rim. It's a mindset for him, I believe, because he puts his head down, he's going to get fouled, go to the line, make two. He's going to finish over you, so there's no reason why. And then when he's driving, they have snipers. Eric Bledsoe could shoot it. Brook Lopez could shoot it. Middleton could shoot it. You got Brown that Brown could shoot it. So it's like, I really believe that should go the distance.
But that's the weakness for me for the Bucks.
Yeah,
man.
That's what I'm. That's exactly what I'm saying.
That's like the Rockets were. You live by the three, you die by the three, and it's not the same thing with the Bucks because they shoot it very well consistently. But
again, they shoot a lot of them too. That's the
thing. Yeah. And again, you don't run plays through a lot of guys, man. You don't run plays through anyone outside of Giannis, Bledsoe, and Brogdon when he's back. It's predictable. It's predictable is my point. Boston, and when you face a team like the Raptors, who can guard the perimeter very well,
if they do,
it's going to be tough. Yeah,
if they,
But I mean, Boston isn't really one-dimensional. You never really, and it's a good and bad thing. You never know what they're going to get. There's some nights they can't miss. You saw that in Game 3 versus Indiana. They couldn't miss a shot. There's some nights where the ball sticks with Kyrie, and you don't know where the next shot's going to come from. So it's very interesting to see two teams that haven't really... Well, Boston, minus Kyrie and Hayward, have played... Last season, they took LeBron to 7 games. That's experience right there. The Bucks, what experience do they really have?
We're coming off the bench is going to be a big key.
Basketball.
Yes.
The Celtics,
they win.
Yes.
They win every game.
Exactly.
Let's be real.
It's been the same case. Like, I would say this. I would say if Gordon Hayward could be a primary scorer off the bench, like I thought the Sixers would need someone off the bench, and they run plays through everybody else, then Kyrie takes him to the promised land. Perfect harmony.
That's what a lot of people say about the Bucks. It's not about, we know Giannis is going to show up, but is Giannis' teammates going to show up? Is Chris Middleton going to show up? Is Eric Bledsoe going to show up?
The thing is, they've proven enough this regular season. We know they can. Will is the
they
question.
show up?
Well,
Exactly.
well, we don't know what happens if they face adversity. The Bucks.
Yeah.
I mean, they've been having a smooth
They've rode
ride.
this season like a wave.
Mm-hmm.
So it's the system is Giannis. The system is Giannis. If Giannis plays good, the team plays good. They win
So
games.
what the Celtics were without Kyrie and Hayward, but the Bucks without Giannis, that's troubling.
Yep.
That's very troubling.
And like you said before, the youngins on the Celtics, Rozier, they all got experience from taking LeBron to game
that is experience. I mean, but the depth, and it's going to come down to, like I said, I'll say it again, end the games, who's going to close. We've seen Kyrie do it in the biggest moment possible.